Ahoy, this is Zdenka. This is my cell phone, which is Android Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, and this is the gimbal I have, DJI Osmo Mobile 3. Now, my phone films at 30 frames per second, and DJI Mimo, which belongs to this gimbal, also films at 30 frames per second. As an Android user, I cannot film in slow motion or manually in that app. I would have to probably use something like Filmic Pro or Native Camera app. Now, I also know that DJI Osmo Mobile 3 right now, which is February 2020, is not compatible with Filmic Pro. However, I still want to film at 24 frames per second. So I'm going to use Filmic Pro like I would use normally without a gimbal by simply tapping on the screen. I'm just gonna use the gimbal to help me stabilize the footage. I can hit the record button on the gimbal to start recording and stop recording. So in today's video, let me do that and let me walk you through Filmic Pro. If you don't know each other yet, my name is Zdenka Darla. If you want to learn how to take better photos and videos with the latest gear and participate in creative camera challenges, stick around and consider subscribing. When you first open up Filmic Pro, you will be automatically filming in 24 frames per second. Size of the video will be 1080p and aspect ratio will be 16:9. Everything is automatic, like brightness, white balance. So when you record video like this, it will be all over the place. The colors might change, it will get dark and bright on you, and all that. Let's change that. First of all, let's start with resolution. I'll go to settings and hit resolution where we can see HD 1080p, but I really want to film in 4K. You might want to film in 4K to show off beautiful location. My video will be published in 1080p, but I still want to film some clips in 4K because that way I can resize them in post, I can do other things with it. Below that we have video encoding. When you record video with your regular camera app, the video encoding is standard. You can go higher in Filmic Pro. The higher you will go, the bigger video size will be. I have lots of room on my phone, so I'm gonna go all the way to Filmic Extreme. And I'm going to choose higher codec, so I'm gonna change it to video codec HEVC. You can choose from many different aspect ratios. I'm gonna leave it as it is at 16:9. Let's go to frame rates. Right now we have 24 frames per second. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Since I don't want to go through this process again whenever I open Filmic Pro, I will save it to presets. Open presets and save current values to presets. I'm gonna name it 24 frames per second 4K. 24 frames per second is set, but what about if I want to film in slow motion? So let's click frame rate, and now I can do only 24, 25 or 30 frames per second, not 120 or 240 because I'm still in 4K. I have to first go to resolution and lower it to HD 1080p. Now when I go back to frame rate, I can film at 120 or 240 frames per second. I will select 120 frames per second and save it to presets. Save current values to presets and name it 120 frames per second at 1080p. And I could do the same thing with 240, so now next time I will open Filmic Pro, I just click presets and I quickly choose what I want to film in. I am back to 24 frames per second. Since this smartphone has multiple cameras, you can just go to camera and select mid or wide. The preset will stay the same, but if I want to film selfie, I have also a choice between regular selfie and wide selfie. And here I have to save different presets as I cannot film there in 4K. I can do 2K for regular selfie and I can do 1080p for wide selfie. So again, I have selected 24 frames per second, so let's start filming. Let's select temperature or white balance and tone. Let's look at the tone. You can start in default natural if you are starting out, or you can film in flat or log profile. Flat is not as washed out, it is easier to color grade. Log is very much that dual image which has the most data, which you can later on color grade with LUTs. They recommend to use flat profile as it is a little bit easier to color grade. You could make possibly mistakes when you are color grading log profile, like increasing noise in a footage, but on that theme, on color grading, a little bit in the future, we'll make other videos about that. Let's look at the white balance. Right now, the default is AWB, which is automatic white balance. The problem is that wherever you point, the temperature is going to change. You can use these white balance presets here, sunny, cloudy, or choose your preferred white balance and lock it by tapping the AWB button. It will go red, that means it's locked. Let's look at the circle and square here. Circle is exposure and square is for focus. If you see this shape, it is more of an automatic selection. Tap 2 times and it will bring the square small. Tap 2 times and it will bring the circle small. Tap on a circle to select the brightness you want, it will go red. The same thing goes to square, the focus. You can also do that manually. You can tap the manual control button to pull them both, or just press and hold to pull them out separately. If you happen to shoot in harsh conditions, when you can't really see or are unsure if it is exposed properly or in focus, you can pull out Live Analytics. That is using a little bit of a system, so you might want to use it only when necessary. Press A button to reveal this panel at the top with zebra stripes, clipping, false color, and focus peaking. When you tap on zebra stripes, if you see red stripes, that means the area is overexposed. Blue means it is underexposed. Clipping means that areas get clipped, there is complete data loss. Red means overexposure clipping and blue means underexposure clipping. False color shows complete picture of exposure. What is green, that is good. Red is overexposed, blue is underexposed. Focus peaking is the last one. Green means areas are in focus. So these were the basics when it comes to Filmic Pro app. More videos about Filmic Pro app are coming up when it comes to focus pull, filming manually and all that. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you liked this video and subscribe to more. If you have any questions or comments or simply want to say hi, you can do so in a comment section below right here. Please don't use Facebook or Instagram to send me private messages. I simply don't have time to respond them. I only will respond your questions you are asking here on YouTube. And I will see everyone in the next video. Ciao, ahoy!